Growing Plants for Beginners, Episode 9. Growing Plants from Seeds. Grow, little one, grow. Hello again, my name is John. Welcome back to Growing Plants for Beginners, part of the DIYB edition of videos. Today we're going to be talking about growing plants from seeds. Okay, so you've seen the list of supplies needed. Let's go over a few of them right now that I have ready to go. Okay, so first of all is my 72 cell deep root seed growing tray. So I purchased this yesterday. This is my first time using something of this size. I never thought I'd ever use this many cells, but I think we'll manage to do that today. So this here comes with the tray, and it comes with the seed cells. So the seed cells themselves, like I said, are deep rooted, so they're really deep cells, and they're a little bit smaller. You can buy bigger cells, but these are the small ones. I'm going to try these out today. They also have the bottom tray for bottom water feeding, which is the way I prefer to feed. I don't like feeding, especially seeds from up top. Secondly, we have our seed starting soil mix. I've mentioned this in a few of my other videos. The thing I like about this, if you look right here, so this one has worm castings, peat moss, perlite, and vermiculite. So again, with this, the advantage of this is that it has lots of really good nutrients for your seeds to start growing. And the seedlings, once they start to grow, they just absolutely love this stuff. Okay, last but not least, we have our seeds. So I'm part of the local horticultural society. So what I've done over the last little while, we're in fall right now, and just going into fall on one of my many trips to one of the healing gardens at our local hospital that we work on. We're kind of doing some maintenance there, getting ready for winter. And what I've done was I've collected a bunch of seeds, and we'll go over what seeds they are. Basically, that'll be another video on how to collect seeds from plants, and different ways for different plants. And then this, so what I did was I collected these seeds, I put them in brown paper bags, put them in a dry place to store them, and so it's been probably about 2 weeks right now. So these seeds should be okay for growing. They're all dried out, hopefully, and then we'll plant them. Okay, so now I'm going to fill up my 72 cell deep root tray with some of my seed starting soil. Hopefully I have enough. And we're not going to have enough, but I have some extra on the side anyway, so we're going to be okay. All right. Looks like we're going to use all my soil. Just another reason to go back to the store and buy more. That's all we need, right? Every time I go to the store to buy something, I pick up 5 extra things I'd like to have, but I don't really need to have. You guys are probably the same, right? I mean, I'll go through that. If not, you're a significant other. Alright, so it looks like I'm a little bit short. So I'm going to run to the store and finish this off, but you get the idea. This isn't rocket science. You know how to fill a tray with soil. And then once we get these all full, I'm going to start planting our seeds. Okay, first is English lavender. These seeds right here. And then there's Agastache, Indian mint, giant hyssop. You can go by either name. And those are those funny looking seeds there. Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to start with the Agastache seeds. So I'm going to take 12 cells. Okay, made sure they were pushed down. The soil was pushed down. And then I topped it up with some loose soil. I then dug small holes in the middle, probably about a quarter of an inch to a half an inch, probably about a quarter of an inch deep. I didn't want to go too deep with these. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take probably about 2 or 3 seeds for every hole. They're not all going to grow. And if they do grow, then we just decide later to keep the strongest ones. Okay, so I'm going to break some of these up. Drop them in the holes. Okay, then I'm going to push them down. The ones that didn't fall down all the way down the hole. Okay, now I'm going to cover them back up. Might take some extra soil from over here just to top it off. All right. Okay, so lightly covered. We don't want to tamp it down too quick. And then there's our agastache. Actually, I'll put them at the back here. So we know that these cells here are the agastache, okay? And we'll see how they do. Now we're going to switch over to the English lavender. I'm going to do the same for these 12 cells behind, okay? And then we'll continue on. Okay, so for the English lavender, these 12 cells filled with soil, I'm going to pat it down initially with my thumb. Not too much, but enough to pack the soil underneath. Remember, this is going to be a deep root cell, so we're going to actually grow the roots from, we're going to water the roots from down below, so I'm not worried about the top. I'm just patting down the top a little bit to hold this, to hold the seeds in place. Underneath is still loose soil, and that'll help make sure that the seeds don't get too much water. And if you pack it down too tight, then the soil will retain more water, and you're more likely to get root rot with your seeds as they start to grow. So forgive me, I'm using a screwdriver, believe it or not. I haven't got my special tool yet, but I will. So again, I'm just going to do little holes, not too deep, again, about 1/4 of an inch. Some seeds you have to you have to plant right on top of the soil. Some seeds just under the soil. And then there are other seeds, bulbs, that have to go deeper. Okay. So I'm going to take my English lavender seeds, nice and furry seeds. And again, 1 or 2 a hole. The one thing about growing seeds is the secret is don't set your expectations too high. You know, sometimes seeds don't grow. My very first attempt at doing something like this, I planted probably about 12 sets of seeds, and I put 2 or 3 seeds into each hole, and I think 3 plants grew. So hopefully I'll have better success with this one. These seeds, like I said, I harvested myself from our local healing garden at the hospital, where I'm a member of the Horticultural Society. So they're I know they're fresh. I don't got to worry about buying stale seeds. But it's okay to buy them online. You just got to find a dealer that's reputable and you've had good experiences with. Okay, so there we go. So they're all full. Again, I'm just going to top these off with some loose soil. And I'm going to the store today to buy more soil because this is the last of my soil. Okay. Okay, so the third set of seeds I have are mystery seeds. Dun, 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 dun. I have no idea what they are. So when I was harvesting seeds, there was 2 that I knew of, was the agastache and the English lavender. And then I came across 3 other sets of seeds, which I have no idea what they are, but they looked absolutely beautiful. So I collected some seeds. Look how tiny these are. So I'm going to throw about maybe 4 or 5 of these into each hole and see what comes up. Okay? And then we'll go on to the next mystery seed. Okay. Actually, I can't even count 5 of these because they're so small, so I'm just going to do a little dash into each hole. See how that goes. Okay, I think that's it. All right. And then I'm going to loosely cover these with soil. I don't want to, because they're so small, I know you might have a hard time propagating. So I'm going to just loosely cover these with soil. And not actually bury them. And we'll see how that does, okay? Okay, here's our second set of mystery seeds. I'm going to call these Mystery 2. They look a little bit like the English lavender, except they're not free like the English lavender. Okay, so let's plant those in our next set of 12. Okay, so let's do our mystery number 2 again. 1 or 2 seeds, actually 2 or 3 seeds a hole. And remember, a lot of these aren't going to grow, so I'm not worried about putting 3 seeds into a hole. And the ones that do, we can just separate and take the healthiest ones. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy doing them for you. And hopefully that you're coming along. Make sure you leave any comments. If you have any questions or any observations, or you just want to comment about anything that we're doing. If there's something particularly that you want to see, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to do it if I can. Okay, so there we go. Mystery number 2. 12 little pots have been planted. Okay, here's mystery seed number 3. There you go. Okay, let's get those planted. All right, let's plant these ones. Again, 2 or 3 a hole. I basically judge it, if I don't know for sure, I judge it by the size of the seed. So these are an average size seed, so I'll do 2 or 3 a hole. Oh, neighborhood kids are screaming. Don't worry, everybody's okay. Just the kids playing around. All right, again, we're gonna lightly cover these. These are I put these a little bit deeper. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So we have our first 12 Agastache, second English lavender. The third 12 is Mystery 1, second 12 Mystery 2, third Mystery 3, and I've got 12 pods left open. When I get more soil, I'll bring you back and we'll plant more seeds in there, and then we'll move them downstairs into the grow lights. And what we're going to want to do next is moisten these up, give them a good spray of water, and then feed them proper water from below. Just so you know, so I showed you before, these are the seeds that I've collected, and 3 of them right now, 3 of them are mystery seeds to me, and on the bag I put unknown or mystery seeds. So I've labeled these where I planted them, so Mystery 1, Mystery 2, and Mystery 3. So what'll happen is, as these grow, I'll be able to identify them by the flower that grows. I'm not as good at identifying seeds as some might be. But as soon as these grow and I know what they are, then I'll write on the bag what the seeds are in the bag. Okay, so let's give them a good watering. Okay, so I'm going to give these a good watering. This is the watering can I use. I'll also put all this stuff in the links below if you ever want to buy them. But this is a fantastic little device here. Helps me do a nice watering from above. So, brand new seeds, just give them a good soak. There we go. Okay, that'll give the seeds a fighting chance, and then from now on, that's just to get them going. From now on, I will pour water down here. Again, I like to use my rainwater from my rain barrel, and and we'll keep an eye on them. I'm going to check back when I get more soil with you, and we're going to plant 12 more seeds before we move them downstairs into the grow lights. Okay, so once again, we have everything planted except for these 12 cells here. So I'm going to fill these 12 cells in, and then I'm going to plant these lupins. Aren't they gorgeous? Fantastic. So I'm gonna plant 12 or 24 lupin seeds here. Anytime you get a package like this, make sure you follow the directions on the back. So this here, it states that start outdoors in May or September. So it's currently September here. I am not going to start these outdoors. I'm going to see how well they do indoors. So I'm going to start them in these cells, and then put them in a big pot for the winter to see how well they do. And fingers crossed, they might not even grow. We'll see. But anyway, on the package it says soak seeds 24 hours before sowing. In the spring, as soon as soil is 16 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna soak these 24 seeds in water for 24 hours, and then I'm gonna plant 2 in each little pot, and you can keep watching to see how they do. Okay, so there we go. There's our 24 lupin seeds. Just leave them in the water overnight, and we'll check back in 24 hours. Okay, so now we're going to finish off this tray. The last 12 cells I have are going to be lupins. They're called Russell's Hybrids Blue. So here they are here. Fantastic. I absolutely love lupins. Okay, and you can see this is a Russell's Blue, Russell's Hybrid Blue, are a mixture of different lupins. So if you take a look at the seeds here, so I've soaked these overnight for 24 hours, and if you take a look, see they're all different types of lupins, all different seeds. Okay, so we're going to plant them. I'm going to take some of my Miracle-Gro seed starting mix because I ran out of my other one, and I'm going to fill my 12 cells here, and then put these on top. Okay, and the directions say to cover the seeds with twice their thickness of soil. So you can see that's really not a lot of soil that's going to go on top of these. Okay, so you don't want to bury them really deep because then they'll have trouble germinating. Just I don't know, 5 millimeters of soil on top, maybe even a little bit less, depending on which seeds we're talking about here. All right, so let's do that. So we're going to cover these. Cells. Some soil. Especially when you're using seeds, I especially suggest sticking with your seed starting soil. It has that extra nutrients, gives them a much better start. Okay. Push these down a little bit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. And then we're going to take our seeds, like so. Don't drop them. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 23 or 24. So I'm going to put 2 in each. I'm going to try to match the same seeds into each one. Okay, just push them down a little bit. Okay. lupins are absolutely beautiful. If you've never dealt with them, they're one of my favorite flowers to mess with. All right, let's get these finished off. And then we're going to cover them with a little bit of soil. Give them a good water. And get them back into underneath the grow light in my basement. Okay. All right, so there's all the seeds down. I'm going to take just a little bit of soil here, a handful. Nice. Sprinkle over top. These chunks in here. All right. And then, okay, there we go. So we've let our seeds soak overnight, 24 hours, like the package said. And then we put them in and cover them with just a tiny bit of soil. I'll meet you downstairs and we'll see them under the grow light. Okay, so there we have it. We're in my basement now. This is where my grow lights preside. And our lupins are in. Let's give them a nice little watering. There we go. There we go. Okay. So good watering, and let's see here. All right, that should do it. And as you see, I've purchased one of these heated mats to keep it at a nice temperature. Ooh, it's all wet now. Just give me a second. I'll place the tray and we'll see how it ends up. Okay, there we go. So I have all my plants in starting my plant stand. These are my grow lights. All right, and this is our little project for the day. We have all the seeds I've collected and some seeds that I've bought, all planted, ready to go. So I'm gonna keep a weekly eye on these, and I'm gonna touch back, and you guys can watch these grow with me. All right, so make sure you hit the like button, and please make sure you hit subscribe if you want to see these little babies grow. All right, thank you for joining me. Bye.